Hi everyone, welcome back to Blue Piano Soaps. Thank you for joining me again. So today we are once again going to try something a little different. We're going to wing it. Last episode, if you watched, I made these cute square soaps. Let me get one so that you can see them. And they came out so cute. Can you see it here? I kind of had gotten tired of making loaf soap and cupcakes, and so I decided I wanted to try something different. And so I made these cute square soaps, and I posted pictures of them, and they were just a huge hit, and I just love the way they came out. So I thought today that I wanted to do something similar. And what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to use these molds. They're Crafter's Choice molds. I got them from Wholesale Supplies Plus. They had a really great sale going on a couple weeks ago on silicone molds. And I got them for dirt cheap. I'm not kidding you. They were so cheap. And anyway, they are these circles. You can see them here. And I thought, yeah, let me make now some circle soaps, and I'm going to put some dried roses on top. I think they're going to come out really cute. And then I also bought from them this cake slice mold. Normally when I make my cake slices, I just use a round silicone mold. I've never tried them where they actually have the pieces kind of already cut for you, which is kind of nice. And I always wanted to get one of those molds, and I just hadn't gotten around to it, so I'm going to use that. So I think that I should be able to fill all of them, and I'm not going to be doing any piping on top, so I'm just going to put dried roses on top. So I'm hoping with this batch I will have enough to fill all those holes. This is a batch that I had made a couple days ago, and what that means is basically if you're a newbie soap maker, a lot of times we soap makers, we will master batch, and I'll have to do a video on master batching for you at some point. But what master batch means is that we prepare our base oils and our lye ahead of time, and then the day that we're ready to soap, it's ready for us. And that's basically what I have in these two bowls here. In this bowl right here, I have my master batched oils, and this is coconut oil, sustainable palm oil, olive oil, a little bit of castor oil, and a little bit of sweet almond oil. And then also in here is a tablespoon of kaolin clay. And am I missing anything? No, I think that's it. So I had measured that all out ahead of time, a couple days ago, and I had put it in this bowl. I had put a plastic saran wrap liner over this and put a rubber band around it so nothing, airborne got into the soap. And so now today what I did is, a little while ago, I stuck it in my microwave, and I melted it so that it all would just kind of remelt and blend together, and it's ready to go. In fact, let me check what the temperature is, because as you know from other videos of mine, I like to soap between 75 and 85 degrees. This is 88 degrees right now. So it could come down a little bit more, but it's okay. It's fine. So these are the base oils and the kaolin clay ready to go. In this container over here, I have my lye water that I had also mixed a couple days ago, measured it out and mixed. I added 2 tablespoons of sodium lactate to it because I like harder bars, and this is also at room temperature. Let me tell you what it's at 79 degrees. So this is perfect. The only thing is, when you make it ahead of time, you definitely have to strain it because little flakes do form kind of on the top. I strain my lye water anyway, but in particular, if you've master batched it and you've made it ahead of time, you definitely want to make sure that you're going to strain it. So this is ready to go. What we're going to be using also, let me show you the colors. It's going to be so cool. I am going to use this tropical teal color, and it's from Nurture Soap Supplies. It's one of my favorite. I love it. And the bars are going to be solid. There's not going to be any swirling of colors in them. They're going to be solid colors, which is usually not something I do. But then I find when I do it, I always think to myself, why am I constantly like mixing different colors when the solid color bar oftentimes looks really pretty just as it is. The second one, the second solid bar, and probably what I'll do is I'll, make 3 of the blue and 3 of this other color, and the same with the cakes. The other color is this Mimosa Yellow from Nurture Soap Supplies. Really beautiful yellow, one of my very favorite yellows. I will show you later the dried roses that we're going to be putting on top. And then as far as scent, we are going to be using a new scent from, shoot, where did I get this from? I think I got this from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It's their new brand of fragrance formulator scents, and this is called, I know I'm not going to pronounce it right, it's called, I think it's French, it's called Muguet, M-U-G-U-E-T. I'm Italian, I definitely do not speak French, so I'm sure I butchered that, but I think it's pronounced Muguet. And it's a fragrance oil, Flashpoint 200. It's not supposed to discolor. It smells so divine. I can't even tell you. Oh my gosh. It smells kind of like a mixture of honeysuckle and lily of the valley and jasmine. It's just a beautiful, beautiful floral scent. And we're going to use a lot of it because I really want it to stick in these soaps, because I kind of consider these soaps to be kind of like guest soaps that'll be put in a guest bathroom, and we want them to really smell up customers' entire bathrooms, and it's just an awesome smell. So let's get going. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk my lye a little bit. If you've watched other videos of mine, you know I always do that. Put your stick blender in, burp it a little bit, and kind of, I take my hand over it just because I don't want my lye. Yep, that's why I usually keep my hand over it, because sometimes lye can go flying, and that's why it's so important to have your goggles on, which I just noticed I don't have my gloves on. So, got the goggles, but not the gloves. So, let me quickly put on my gloves. Excuse me. These are nitrile gloves. I get them on Amazon.com. They're about, I want to say $9 for a box of 100, and I love them. So, sorry about that. I should have had them on. Okay. Got the whole gloves on. All right. So, I have whisked up my lye. It's time now to strain that lye. So, I'm going to do that. Just making sure that you can see. Okay. I have another batch that I'm going to be making, so that's why you see some other stuff here around me. This is why it's so important to strain your lye, because you see those flakes that are left behind? We don't want that in our soap. So really important, strain your lye. I'm just going to stir this up a little bit. We want this to be very, very pourable, and we have to keep in mind that we still have color and fragrance to add to this. And you know what? I goofed because I normally add it in this tall pitcher. So blooper number one, I normally add it always in my tall pitcher because I love mixing it in my tall pitcher, and I didn't do that. So just pretend like you don't see this. These bowls are great, these little white bowls that you get from the dollar store. They're great for mixing and for smaller batches of soap, but I don't like stirring in that size bowl because it's too short. I like something that's taller, and I don't have to worry then as I'm stirring it and mixing it up that it's going to splatter out and hit my camera or, you know, go across the room. So, okay. So we are going to do just to emulsification. As I said, we want this really liquidy, so here we go. Burp it. Yep, I'm not gonna stir any more than that or mix any more than that because I can already tell that it is almost at light trace, and we still have, as I said, fragrance oils, the fragrance oil and our colorants to add to it. So now we can go ahead and separate it into two bowls. So I'll use this one that I had already started with. Just kind of wipe this a little bit. My dream is to someday have a glass contained shelving unit. Because I don't know, things are airborne, you know, and so little things get in my bowls, and I'm so anal about that. I don't like that. Okay, so I'm going to split this in half. So we're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. And do I want to keep any white? No, I don't think so because I am not piping. So I think we've mixed it in half. We've cut the batter in half. And always remember, scrape, 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 because you'd be amazed at the amount of stuff that is left in your bowl that you can scrape out. In fact, I could have even scraped that even more, but that's okay. We got to get going here because I can tell this is not as thick as I would have liked. All right, so in this bowl, hope you can see, I am going to add the teal, and I really want it teal, so I'm going to add a lot of it. And I'm just going to stir it with my spatula because, again, I can tell it's getting hard already, and I don't want that. I want it really pourable. So I am going to first mix it really well with my spatula. I love this color. I love Nurture Soap Supply colors. Anytime I see a color, and let's say I get a sample size of it, what you see is what you get. That's why I love Nurture Soap Supply colorants so much. Like with minimal stirring, you can already see it. It's a beautiful teal color. It really matches the color in the supply package, or sample package, sorry. Yeah, so I think that is enough. I think that's enough. let's do the yellow, the mimosa yellow. One of my absolute favorite yellow colors. And similar to the teal, I really, really want it yellow. So I'm putting a lot in here, as you can see. Whoops. Blooper number 2. I almost spilled everything out of the bowl. So it continues to be super hot here in Arizona. Today is supposed to be about 108. We are nearing the point where now we're sick of it. And we're not even into August yet. Okay. That looks really good. All right, so I am going to add fragrance, and I'm going to give it a little whisk, not much, and then we're going to right away pour. And that's how easy the soap is going to be. So I'm going to get my handy dandy shot glass out, and I'm going to do 1 ounce in the yellow. 2 ounces in the yellow, and 2 ounces in the blue. And oh gosh, it smells so good. Yes, it smells great. Oh good, because now the fragrance oil has kind of made it more pourable. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Oh, this is an awesome fragrance. I'm pretty sure I got it from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I will double check it, and if I'm wrong, I'll put something in the comments. But if I'm right, I won't, and you'll just know that it came from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Okay. All right, I'm going to whisk it just a little bit. Light color first, always when you're having to whisk more than one color. Get everything nice and mixed. Try to get off this yellow. There we go. Burp. Oh, this is such a pretty teal. Okay, we're ready to pour. This is the beauty of soap you make, that that you don't have to pipe or add any real embeds to. You can make it so quick. Oh yeah, it's definitely starting to thick up, so we need to pour. Okay. So I like to spray my molds always with just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Oh man, I hope this isn't too thick. Look at how much this yellow thickened up. Yikes. Darn it. That really thickened up. It looks messy, but believe me, that's what happened to me with the squares too, and they came out awesome. So not everyone needs to see when they have the finished product. They don't need to know that it got messy or things got a little flawed. Okay, this is the cake. I don't know if I'm going to get 3 out of the blue, but we'll try. We're going to go for it. Should be just enough. I should have made a bigger batch, bigger batter. I used my small batter. Okay. Okay. Wow, this really thickened up fast. Holy cow. It sure did. But these are going to be adorable. I can tell already. Even though they might not look it. They're going to be great. Let's do some of this blue. Handy dandy chopsticks. They come in handy for so much, right? On these, before I put the roses, because I don't want the roses to be sprayed with glitter, because the roses are pretty just the way they are. And I think you can you see there how they came out? Really pretty. So I kind of have some fine glitter and some thicker glitter, and I like to mix it. Everything is better with glitter. That's my motto. Okay, let's see. These are some yellow rosebuds, dried rosebuds that I got off Amazon. They're really great. They're very inexpensive. And we want to just kind of put them in. And we want to put them like at different angles. You don't just kind of want to put them straight up. You know, you kind of want them different angles. What is that? Okay. I've seen people put them in and they just put them straight, and I'm like, ugh. I don't know. I like them. I like to angle them a little bit. Can you see that? So I have been getting a lot of emails and private messages on Facebook and Twitter from newbie soap makers who have questions, and I am here to tell you right now that I am very, very happy to answer anyone's soap questions. You can email me at bluepianosoaps@gmail.com. You can find me and private message me on Facebook by just doing a search in your Facebook browser at Blue Piano Soaps, and you'll find us. And Twitter, we are also searchable by just Blue Piano Soaps. This one is kind of, all right, well, it's staying, I guess. But yeah, you can ask me questions. I am happy to help you. I had people that helped me when I was starting out. You can ask me business questions. You can ask me, new soap making questions. You can ask me, where do I get my soap supplies? Where do I get my packaging? Anything you want to ask. I am very, very happy to help newbie soap makers. In fact, I love it. Love it. Okay, so that was those are the yellow ones. And then on the blue, I want to put these really pretty, they're beautiful. I don't know, what would you call this? They're almost like a rose purple. I got these on Amazon too. And watch how pretty the purple is on the teal. Oh, I love it. I love this color combination. I have a lot of teal in my own home. But I have mixed my teal with red. And I love it. Now, I don't like this on top. Okay, so I just realized that my camera stopped, and I have no idea why it stopped. But here I was talking away to you, and it stopped. So I'm not sure exactly where it stopped, but I know I was putting the roses in on the soap. Here they are finished. I don't know if it taped the part where I decided to add the opposite color on each soap. So the yellow also got a rose-colored rose, and the blue got a yellow. I just thought it was nice to kind of break up the colors. But here they are finished. I hope you can see them. And I will be back when I take these out of the mold in 24 hours to show you how they came out. Thanks so much, and see you real soon. Hi everyone, Ellen here with Blue Piano Soaps, and I promised that I would show you how the soaps turned out that we were making yesterday. We were making those circles and the cake slices from those new silicone molds that I got from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I am really happy with the way they turned out. I don't know if you can see. Here they are. That's a circle. A teal one, and they came out really pretty, beautiful coloring. They smell great. Here's a yellow. Let's see if you could see it. See it there? Here's the cake slices. This was from that individual soap cake mold. So they come, you don't have to cut them. They're individual cake slices, which I really like. And again, they came out really cute. That's a teal, and here's the yellow. The only bad thing, which I kind of knew going into it, is that the batter got thick really quickly, and so it was not as pourable as it should have been. And so I do have to say, on some of the circles, you know, you can see that, you can see where the batter was kind of plopped into the mold and not neatly poured. And that was just simply because the batter was too thick. And even though I thought that I had kind of squished the batter in there really well, and I had pounded, you know, the mold down on the table, enough to where it should have completely filled up the mold and not have had any gaps like that in around the perimeter. It didn't happen. I did have gaps, and so these will probably be put in the sale bin, and I'm going to remake them, and I'm just going to either not use that same fragrance, or I'm going to use it and I'm going to maybe not put as much sodium lactate in the lye, and maybe just act a little quicker. That batter was master batch batter. So it had been already mixed up, and maybe I didn't melt it enough. So because I could tell even in the bowl, even before I put the lye, that it was a little bit thick, even before the lye. So it just was not pourable as well. And that's what kind of ruined the perimeter of these. But they're still, like I said, the idea and the thought of it, and when I redo them, is great. And they're really cute. And I think it's just something different from the straight loaves that, you know, we make a lot. So it wasn't as bad with the cake slices. They came out pretty even on all sides without gaps. So the yellow performed better than the blue, but there were some gaps in the circles. So that's a lesson learned, and a lot of times that's how we you know, learn. Now the next time I'm going to make it, I'm going to be more careful about it and make sure that it's more pourable. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will also post some pictures at the end of the video once these have cured a little bit, and I'll show you how I'm going to wrap them, because they're going to look really pretty wrapped. All right, thanks so much. And next we're going to, I'm going to complete this video on the cupcakes that I made, which are over here, if you could see them a little bit. And so I hope you stay tuned for that video too. Bye for now. Thanks.